This is Late Night Health. This is the radio show that cares about the most important part of your life, your health. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm Mark Alyn, along with the insane Daryl Wayne. Happy New Year, Daryl.
Thank you very much, Mark. I appreciate it. And to you as well, and to our guest.
And to our guest, our first guest today is a friend of mine. I almost said an old friend. She's not old at all. Her name is MarBeth Dunn. She is...
about half your age, I would guess, yeah.
I'm sorry? Say that again?
You said she is, I said about half your age, I would guess.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I should just say I'm old. But and sometimes I feel it. But MarBeth is an empath, and she does Intuitive Energy Management. We'll find out more about that. And she has a way of making 2023 your very best year. MarBeth, welcome to Late Night Health.
Hi, Mark. It's so great to be back.
It's been a long, long time. MarBeth and I know each other from the Evolutionary Business Council, and we talked and hung out and all kinds of things, along with Harrison Klein, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, who is also one of my favorite people. These two, this couple is a power couple. With all the junk that's happening in the world, MarBeth, the stock market is going down, inflation is going up, crazy things happening politically. The prices going up, inflation, all this stuff. How can we have a good year?
You have to stay above it, Mark. You can the more you put attention on what's wrong, it's going to grow. It's basically going to explode. You keep your attention on it, it's going to get worse. You'd have to take your attention off of it, off of all that stuff, and basically, just go up above the battleground, and just kind of stay in a neutral place. Focus on what's good.
Well, do you watch the news, or do you pay attention to the news at all?
I pay attention to it. I don't watch it. I probably pay a little more attention to it than would be good for me.
It can be depressing, can't it?
It could definitely be depressing. And I'll tell you, as an empath, when people get upset, I feel it. And the biggest example of that was in 2016 when Trump was elected. I had such a wave. I didn't know what was wrong with me. And then I realized I was being bombarded by a lot of energy that wasn't mine. Once I realized that, I was able to remedy it, just send everybody love and blessings. And
and I remember there was an incident in Florida near where you live.
Yes. That affected me quite a bit. Yeah. The Parkland shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. I lived 5 blocks from there. I've since moved, but, when the shooting happened, I sent out love and peace to all of the people that were affected. But when they went back to school, I was doing yoga in the morning, and suddenly I couldn't breathe. It basically hit me like a ton of bricks. And I sent love and peace after I used an inhaler. and and then the next day, the same thing happened. And I realized, okay, I had a resonant pattern to what was happening with when the students returned back to school. And so that needed to be cleared out. And then I was okay. I was in a neutral place. We can't always.
But you did move.
I did move, I did move from there. Yeah. About maybe 2 years later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We downsized.
Right. I thought it was directly related.
No.
What is an empath? Let's explain that.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. And everything's made up of atoms. We all know this, right? We learn this in school. And I don't want things, I'm trying to take things scientifically so it doesn't sound too terribly woo.
Right.
So basically, we have atoms. Atoms are basically space with lots of little tiny particles inside of them that are whirling around. Some of them are so tiny that scientists haven't even seen them, and they're just moving around at an enormous pace, just whizzing around and in all of this space. Well, basically, what they are is energy, and that's what we're composed of. So we are basically energy that is solid and wave, particle and wave, as the quantum physicist would say. We seem like we are solid. You touch yourself, you're solid. But
Right.
but we're also energy, and I almost like holograms. Like
So we're not real?
we are real, but basically we're a lot bigger than these physical forms. These forms, basically limit who we are.
Right.
And so we need to, what happens is our energy gets commingled with other people. And as an empath, I'm very sensitive to that. So my energy, it's called quantum entanglement, basically. So I could be working, we're on opposite coasts. And if I tapped in, I can tap into your energy and actually give you a reading of what your body is telling me. But I've worked with people in other countries, other continents. It's really fascinating the way it works.
And we are all energy. That's what the world is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can anybody learn to pick up on energy? I mean, I know people, I know a person, and I call her an energy vampire. I love her. I really do. But if I spend too much time with her, I go into a deep depression, and I really have to shake my head and get out of it, because she saps my good feelings, my good vibes.
Absolutely. And she is an energy vampire, but you can protect yourself so that doesn't happen.
And then I could spend more time with her?
Then you could spend more time with her. You would need to, what I like to do is I put myself in an Iron Man suit. I imagine myself like inside an Iron Man suit so that any other people's energy can't get in.
Ah. So you're Iron Woman.
I'm Iron Woman.
I love it.
The gloves, the boots, the helmet, the whole deal.
And all the technology stuff that goes with it. Is everybody an empath to a certain degree? And can they learn to develop that skill more?
I think that everybody can develop the skill. I think everybody has the capacity. Some of us are more gifted than others. But everybody is energy, and energy does commingle, but people are not necessarily aware of it. Some people are not even energetically, their awareness is not inside their body.
Got it.
They can be numb inside. It just doesn't feel safe for them to be in their body.
Well, as Late Night Health continues, we're going to talk more about MarBeth. She has a program that's going to make 2023 your best year. And you can find out more about that. And I think this is a free link, isn't it?
Yes.
That I'm going to give out. You go to tinyurl.com/verybestyear. That's tinyurl.com/verybestyear. I'm Mark Alyn, and we are starting the new year with our good friend MarBeth Dunn, and of course the insane Daryl Wayne. Don't go away as Late Night Health continues. Recently, I met Jacqueline from Bright here in Los Angeles. She gave me a hearing exam and then showed me how to hear again with the new Signia Pure Series hearing aids, and she can give you your life back too. I hear birds chirping, birds cooing, and even my wife. They easily connect to my smartphone. The Signia hearing aids are amazing, and with the charge and go, I don't have to fiddle with batteries and hear all day long. Not hearing is frustrating for you and your family. I know you don't have a problem, but trust me, call Bright Here now for a free hearing exam, a $125 value, yours free, just for making an appointment now. There are offices throughout the Los Angeles area. Call Bright Here now at 323-424-7100. That's 323-424-7100 for a free hearing exam. There's no obligation. Call now, 323-424-7100, or visit them on the web at brighthere.com. Late Night Health is proud of our partnership with the EBC, the Evolutionary Business Council. Check them out at ebcouncil.com.
You're listening to Late Night Health with Mark Alyn. The show continues in a moment. If you're listening to Late Night Health right now, you're part of the growing target of baby boomers we're serving. Hi, I'm Daryl Wayne, producer of Late Night Health, inviting you to join the Late Night Health family. If you have any business targeting the growing boomer market, Late Night Health is the ideal advertising vehicle for you. From vitamins to insurance, alternative health to Western-style medicine, Late Night Health caters to the growing population of those over 40 years old. This vibrant demographic has expendable income to fight aging, purchase travel, take care of aging parents, or just have fun. Find out about the advertising opportunities with Late Night Health. Call us at 805-391-0308. That's 805-391-0308, or email us at info@latenighthealth.com. That's info@latenighthealth.com. Join Late Night Health as we empower people to take charge of their own health care. Call now at 805-391-0308. That's 805-391-0308.
Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Words are a critical aspect of success. How you get your point across is a crucial part of what makes anything sell. So do it right and hire a writer. Whether it's articles, blog posts, technical writings, website content, product descriptions, or ghostwriting anything from a novel to a nonfiction book about your navel, contact Mrbeth Hassan. If you want it to sell, write it right. Email Mrbeth at mrbeth@mrbethhassan.com.
Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn, along with the insane Daryl Wayne. Happy New Year to everybody. Our first episode of the new year is all about making this the very best year you have ever had, along with MarBeth Dunn, who will lead you by your hand. She'll handhold you and take you from point A to point B. Can anybody have a great year? Is there enough energy in the universe for everybody to have a great year?
Wouldn't that be amazing if everybody could have a great year? I truly believe it's possible, but so many people are ingrained with what's wrong. I have a friend I was talking with yesterday. Every time I talk with her, she's angry. She's angry about something. Now, this is somebody who listens to positive things all the time, buys programs, and it really works on herself. But I think what happens so often is that we don't see our patterns. We kind of see through like rose-colored lenses that they're filtered. So we don't see things. We don't see that we might be an angry person, or we don't see that we're feeling victimized. And I think it's tricky. If you don't see it, you can't fix it.
Right. I have a friend who had a terrible 2022. First, his father died, and he and his father were, they weren't estranged, but they were not buddies. Okay. And then So he passed away. And then a few months later, he finds out his mother has stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's awful. How does somebody like that overcome those feelings of losing mom and dad? And I have to say that he is, well, he's an older gentleman, let's say 55 plus.
Well,
I
first of
mean,
all, you have to treat yourself very gently because you're experiencing a lot of grief. And there are ways to move through grief. Um, I have ways to move through grief and I've used them, but it's not something that's instant. It's a process. And, there are ways to speed it up, the process, but everybody's a little different. And we have to just give ourselves some time and really treat yourself with that extra attention that you need. Make allowances for yourself. I mean, there were some times I lost my sweetie before Harrison. This was maybe 14 years ago, to a sudden heart attack. And ironically, I'm with Harrison Klein. This was Harold Klein, and he looked like
no
Harrison.
way.
Oh my God, yes. Crazy, right? But
Yeah.
he died suddenly of a heart attack. Now I have tools. And I just decided that I was going to use my tools to work through it. And it was really an amazing process because by the time I woke up one morning and I felt good, it took like maybe 2 months, but I felt really good. And the sun was shining into my room and it was like, wow, I'm feeling good. I'm not used to this, because I had been feeling all of this grief.
Sure.
And I allowed myself sometimes to just sit and veg in front of the TV or, eat some comfort food or whatever I needed to do. It was okay. And, but then I was done with it and I realized, wow, look at the gifts that are here. If somebody had said when it happened that there are gifts here that you're going to appreciate, I would probably figuratively have punched them in the nose because what do you mean there are gifts here? He just died. But really, there were so many amazing gifts. And one of which was that I was able to help other people to move through their grief quickly. I had the tools because they'd worked for me, and I can help other people do that too. So that was one thing.
But having some grief in the case of a spouse, a significant other, a parent passing, I think it's natural to have grief, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't want to sing and dance unless you hated that person,
No, but you know what? People, our loved ones who have passed, they do not want us to suffer. They want us to be happy. I have somebody with a buzzsaw outside my window. I can't do anything about it. Can you hear it?
I don't. Maybe Daryl does. I don't.
Okay.
I think we're fine.
Okay. He's doing something I don't want him to do. Nothing I can do about it.
It's all right. But having that period of time to heal, especially with a last minute going, I think is natural.
Of
but
course.
right?
Yeah.
But you want to get over that.
Absolutely. We just I have a friend who a year ago her house burned down in Louisville, Colorado, and lost. I mean, she was actually in Texas at the time, and she saw it on TV. If you can imagine, yeah. And so what was so sweet is that several of her friends got together on Zoom to offer support a year later, because we understand that it's still a process and there's still issues that come up for you when you've experienced something that's so huge. And
in our remaining couple of minutes, we've got about 3.5, 4 minutes left. What can people do to start 2023 positive, upbeat, and really make it work?
Well, one of the first things you can do is to meditate. I highly recommend meditating. And in my program, I offer many really wonderful ways that you can use it to set your intention and to create something absolutely wonderful. So that's the first thing. And then other things that you can do, there are many ways of using gratitude or thankfulness, going out in nature, and ways of getting clarity that are so it's so important to have that clarity. And also, I think the most important thing is to have high vibration. You know, we are energy. When we are vibrating at a higher frequency, then we can attract what we want. We align with it more easily. And we can, because we're all energy, everything is energy. My desk is energy, my glass is energy, everything is energy. And so when the energy lines up, it just moves in easily. And when it's not, it moves out. You know, you can actually push things away by wanting them too much. It's really, I think, important to kind of just stay, you know, it'd be really nice if I had that, but it's okay if I don't. You kind of stay in that place, and it actually helps things move in quickly.
Yeah, and I've used that technique. I used that. I was dating, but I wanted a special someone, and when I let that go, Carol popped into my life.
Oh, it's the way it happens. It happened with Harrison too. Yeah, somehow that wanting it pushes it away.
And you could use that also for work if you want to be, you know, you want to move up, you want a better position, you want to make more money, whatever it might be. You set an intention and kind of let it go.
Yeah, well, you can set that intention and let it go, but stay in a high vibration place. You know, if you're angry, if you're, you know, got negative thoughts, if you're in a victim mode, you're kind of pushing things away from yourself. There are ways of moving through those too.
And don't be a victim. Listen, I want you to do something. I want you to check out this website. It's a video that MarBeth did. It's called, go to tinyurl.com/verybestyear. That's tinyurl.com/verybestyear. And we're going to have MarBeth back very soon. She's going to be back at the end of January, beginning of February, and she didn't even know that. MarBeth, thank you very much. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
What a smile, the energy that I'm getting from that. I'm Mark Alyn, along with the insane Daryl Wayne. We'll be back. Don't go away. More coming up.